What's up, good people? Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hey, we're just gonna knock out some things you should know now in the stock market. Today is Friday, and there will be over 48 million people traveling this weekend. So please be careful. Take care of that precious cargo, meaning you. All right, let's get right into it. So Dow jumps more than 300 points as Wall Street grows hopeful that the debt ceiling deal can be reached. And here's some, this is just a live update. So let's look at some of the things that is going on. All right, let's go right here. Congressional and Biden administration negotiations were zeroing in on a deal, all right, that would increase the U.S. debt limit for 2 years. Remember that, all right? House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said that talks Thursday night yielded progress, but added, we've got to make more progress. Then Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has warned that the U.S. could default as soon as June 1st. If the debt ceiling is not raised. Right? You guys know what's going on with that. You guys know it's a political fight. You guys know that one side is saying that the other side is their hostage and they don't have to deal, they don't have to negotiate with hostage when the true hostage is us. The other side has a lot of pork and junk, simply junk in this bill. And they also have some COVID money that was not spent, that was left over, that belongs to you and us, the taxpayer, but they want to just keep it in this bill, and it has nothing to do with them raising the debt ceiling. Okay, so let's see if the market is right. The market is hopeful that they will get this deal done. Now, they are going on recess for 4 days, starting today. And so supposedly they all have tickets, airline tickets and what have you, ready to come back just in case there's a deal struck. All right. So, if it was left up to me, you don't go home until you get this done. We, the people, have to put more pressure on these people. So there's a lot going on, right? On this morning video, I shared with the family how the CEO of NVIDIA gained an extra $6.5 billion just in one day. $6.5 billion in one day. And NVIDIA rose 184 billion. Actually, after hours, NVIDIA rose to $1 trillion company, and it gained, when it was up by 30%, it gained 200 billion in market cap, right? Why are you bringing that up? Because we here always talk about how we are herd, how we are sheep, right? Now, on tomorrow's video, I'm going to post a video on Saturday. It's going to be very important because there's going to be a very important video posted Saturday, which will appear on this box on Saturday, should I say. But we have a very special announcement to make. And I know you guys are traveling, but I want you guys to see the video for tomorrow. Now, the reason why I bring up how rich the rich is getting, because even though you and I, because of higher interest rates, higher cost of living, everything costing more, eggs are 3 times what they were. All of this stuff, though, they came down. Gas spiking high and all of this stuff. Per therm, we're being taxed to death. We, the middle class, is being squeezed even more, right? Even more, because I want to help raise you to the higher middle class. That's what I want you to do. So what's happening is not the 5%, the 1% is getting wealthier, right? $6.5 billion overnight. He's part of the 1% of the billionaires club. I'm not talking about millionaires. I'm talking about billionaires. They actually get richer. I want you guys to listen to this.
So far in 2023, speaking of, America's tech billionaires have had a banner year. And this week, another CEO added nearly $7 billion to his wealth in just one day. Our Robert Frank has that for us. I think we can guess who that is, Robert. Having a very good week.
Our viewers, if they've been watching closely, are definitely going to guess this. Jensen Huang adding $6.5 billion to his wealth just yesterday. That's equal to a Mark Cuban or a Ralph Lauren. The NVIDIA CEO is now worth $33 billion. That moves him up to number 37 on the global billionaire list. He's also got a lot of cash. He sold over $600 million worth of NVIDIA stock over the past 2 years. That last sale of his was in March of 2022. Now, this AI gold rush creating a huge amount of wealth for the big tech billionaires. The top 10 adding more than $250 billion to their net worths just this year. The biggest winner in dollar terms right now is Mark Zuckerberg. He's doubled his wealth to $91 billion. Now he's back in the top 10. Elon Musk is up almost as much, adding $41 billion on that Tesla stock run. Jeff Bezos adding $33 billion. That's to go along with his new yacht and new fiancée. Bernard Arnault, who, despite that LVMH stock pullback we saw a little bit earlier this week, he's still up $27 billion for the year. He is still the world's richest person, but Musk now closing in, only $10 billion behind. And the Alphabet guys, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, adding $25 billion each to their wealth. Sergey Brin gifting $600 million of his shares, probably to charity.
So, remember, always remember this. Always, always, always remember this. When one person makes money, other people lose money. And just think about how many pockets this comes out of. Remember, I'm going to keep pounding this in, that wealth is like earth. There's no new earth. You could dig down in the earth and move landfill from one place to another. That's shifted, right? It's just like matter. There's no new matter. Hot air chases cold air when you cut the heat on. Cold air chases hot air away when you cut the air conditioner on. It's just shifted. And that's what's happening to our wealth. Let's look at what's going on with the market at this point. As we could see, the Dow, 325 points, 52 on the S&P, NASDAQ, 264. So it is looking good heading into this weekend. That's because the market is praying that these politicians don't mess things up. Now, what about crypto? Remember, I was pointing out to you guys how crypto went down when everything else was going up. And crypto didn't just go down when NVIDIA was killing it. It was already down, but it's just staying down. And I want you guys that are into crypto, especially Bitcoin, I want you guys to listen to this.
Default in that X state ahead of any debt ceiling deal. What could that mean for crypto prices? Our Dom Shu has been tracking that. Dom, always an angle for crypto.
It could be downside, Sarah, and we've already seen it play out over the course of the last month, to your point. If you take a look at what has happened with Bitcoin prices specifically, and more broadly speaking, crypto in general, you take a look at Bitcoin prices over the course of the last year, we're still down about 9% over that span, but we had a sharp rise to start the year, only to see things start to really kind of tail off, especially around what happened with the debt ceiling negotiations, specifically in the last month or so here. If you look at it in context of where it was with the stock market, the curious part is Bitcoin prices have started to react a little bit more to debt ceiling uncertainty, much more than stock prices have. If you look at the Invesco QQQ Trust, it's up 11% over the last month. Even the S&P 500, from a broader standpoint, yes, we know that it's more tech-heavy, 3.5% gains there versus a 6% drop in Bitcoin prices in that same span. So a more risk-aversion type trade playing out with that green line, which is Bitcoin prices. Now, to put all of that in context, Carl, Sarah, the data team at YCharts looked at the numbers and they checked out the trading relationship or correlation between the Invesco QQQ Trust versus Bitcoin prices. Now, over the last year, we are now hovering near the highest levels in terms of trading relationship, meaning that Bitcoin prices and the QQQ have kind of followed each other more broadly. We've seen a little bit of a rollover here in the last month or so, but Carl, in the last year, we got as low as about 0.4 just kind of in the fall of last year. And by the way, that just kind of puts a little bit more in context for just how much of that risk aversion trade, Carl, is playing out. And by the way, if you're curious about what the trading relationship has been over the long term over the last 5 years, I just tweeted out that chart for you and the viewers out there, Carl.
So you see, when crypto, for me, remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. When you see opportunities that something is going low, that to me is the sign to buy, not when everybody is chasing the bull, when it runs back up. All right. Hey, guys, make sure you check out the top link below. Stock Up U. This is brought to you by Stock Up University. One trade pays for the class, good people. You learn the basics of the fundamentals. Most people that's gotten into the market post-COVID actually are missing some fundamentals that are costing you money on every trade. All right, good people. Hey, we're going to leave it right there. All right. I want you guys to have a blessed and safe weekend. Also, to make sure you check out the second link below, Moomoo. Get those deposits in. Monday, the market will be closed. Crypto will be trading, but make sure you get those deposits in and have a safe weekend. Hedge of protection. I pray over you, your family, your health, your wealth, your finances. We'll see you tomorrow with a special announcement on Saturday. Peace.